Hi there, Anna Stanley and Belinda Colling coming to you from the ILT Stadium, where the Central Pulse have just dominated over the Southern Steel 62-54. Belinda, it was an interesting game. It was sort of up and down. The Steel won the first quarter, Pulse the second. In the end, the Pulse came away with it. But the Southern Steel, Fowler Reid, she was outstanding in that game.
Yeah, look, she was so impressive, wasn't she? And not only for that accuracy that we've seen from her throughout the season, you know, sitting at 93%, but she was so strong on the take of the ball. She, you know, pulled in some magnificent aerial ball, and it was just being fed to her from all over the place, and she just plucked it out of the air. She was so strong on the take and made it a hard night for Katrina Grant and Tahuinga Selby Rickett in that defensive circle.
But those two, they chipped away for 3 quarters, and then in the last quarter they really did start to come and get some great ball on defence, the Central Pulse.
Absolutely, and I think they knew that was going to be the strategy. It was going to be a tough ask, but they just had to be patient.
Down the other end of the court for the Southern Steel, Erina Makare started. She had a dominant performance against Van Dyke, got taken off in that last quarter, but when she was on, she got heavily penalised, but she certainly did make Wilkins and Van Dyke work hard for that ball.
Yeah, she did. Well, she equalled them for height for a start, so I think that was a big plus for her, but she just held some really nice positioning in the circle, teamed up well with Rasmussen, and was just really able to unsettle Wilkins and Van Dyke in their shooting flow or in their attacking flow. I think she did get too many penalties and did get too involved with the umpire. Magnificent block on a shot that we just saw there, but yeah, it was a great outing for her.
Storm Purvis came on in that last quarter. What did you make of her performance?
Yeah, I think they've got plenty of options, haven't they, the Steel? So yeah, it was great to get her out there as well.
And looking at the stats,
yeah, well, shooting was pretty high across the board. Penalty count, we've talked about that. It was nearly double for the Steel to the Pulse, and I think that's probably what was really their downfall towards the end of the game and enabled the Pulse to get away with the win.
And the shooting stats there.
Yeah, shooting stats. Brown was the only one that wasn't up in the 90s. Only put up 7 shots, but yeah, I think she was still heavily involved in attacking play.
So it was the Central Pulse over the Southern Steel here at the ILT Stadium, 62-54. Fowler Reid